Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mine will be very few for today. I can assure you, as you may well be in the know, that these were the officials of the various branches that have been named here. That is Kisumu, Siaya, Homa Bay, Migori, Baringo, and Kakamega. These are the pioneers. I am the former Secretary General of the National Alliance, and you have heard the raft of complaints and dissatisfaction from these branches that have appeared before us today. It is quite unfortunate, truly unfortunate, that it has come to this end. The National Alliance was a party that was truly national, that was founded on very sound ideologies that we believed in and hoped that would take Kenyans to the next agenda. Ilikuwa ni matumaini yetu kama wana TNA wote Kenya mzima ya kwamba chama cha The National Alliance ilikuwa ni chama cha kuunganiza Wakenya wote popote walipo na kuhakikisha ya kwamba Wakenya wote, wale walioachwa nje na wale waliokuwa ndani, watavuna na kukula matunda ya uhuru for the first time in their lives. Kwa bahati mbaya, ikawa tukaambiwa ya kwamba The National Alliance haikukuwa truly national. Ni lazima tuungane pamoja na vyama vingine 12 ndio tuunde chama ambacho itakuwa truly national na kuhakikisha makabila zote 42 Kenya zitaungana na kuwa chama kimoja. Mimi nilikubaliana na rais na nikasema nitatii kidole, nitaweka kidole na kuhakikisha ya kwamba Wakenya wameletwa pamoja na kuhakikisha ya kwamba tumeungana kama chama na kama Wakenya. Little did I know, fellow Kenyans, together with the 11 other parties, that we were being led into a very vile and vicious political conmanship. The end result has been that JAP is in the office, TNA is dead, TIP is dead, GNU is dead, UDM is dead, and all those other parties. When you merge, you bring together different forces. As the coordinator has said there, you cannot see the face of 4 people in the new outfit unless I am blind. You cannot see the face of TNA in that new outfit unless you're blind. Neither can you see GNU, can you see UDF. People like Kalembe, Ndile are crying and they don't know how to cry because their parties have been sealed. An amorphous organization has been created to run the party known as the Presidential Secretariat, led by a man who belonged to a party that was not even party to the merger process. My understanding was that that man belonged to a party known as POA, but now he heads the Jubilee Secretariat. It never even signed a merger agreement with me pre or post elections. Who merged? The answer is to be found that not only were we conned, and the answer was soon to be unraveled in the merger of the county offices. From Mount Kenya to Coast Province to Northeastern to Rift Valley to Central to Nyanza, the URP brigade took control of the party systems, alienating the president's men and women out of the governance and management of party issues, the same way it has happened in the government. Ladies and gentlemen, it was easier while we were in the coalition to defend the Jubilee coalition against corruption issues against issues that were bordering on integrity without compromising your personal beliefs or consciousness. Because at the end of the day, most of them were always linked to one side of the divide of the coalition. The Luo people from whom I come have a saying that you can do business with a thief or a witch and still come out clean, but the moment you marry a thief or a witch, you are a thief and a witch. Inyalo loko hala gi jakuo kata jajuok kendo inyalo dak kode, lakini kisenyuome to koro ibe jakuo kendo jajuok. The moment this merger took place, all the 11 parties who were conned into it must accept that they are now part of the corruption that took place in the government, that they have been part of the issues that have affected the government, that they have been part of the vile that affect the people of the whole country, and you cannot run away from it. My conscience does not allow me to continue in that environment. I have 28 counties behind me who are ready to join me. Unfortunately, as you know the nature of politics, they have asked me to try the waters first. Then they are joining me one by one in the coming weeks until we dismember that behemoth that now threatens the prosperity of this great nation. I can assure you, these 8 counties that have joined me today are testing waters. And today we are going to approach CORD and ask them, the way the delegates have said, the officials of the various parties, my answer is I take the responsibilities as I did take to lead you into the new dispensation. Every action has got consequences, and we are willing to pay for the consequences. In the wild, there are animals that hunt, and there are animals that eat what others have hunted. We hunted together. We killed the animal, but when it was brought, the hyenas, which were never there when we were hunting, have come and taken it all from us. We are going to hunt again. We still have the skills. We still have the tools. We still know where the forest is. And under the leadership of the new dispensation that we are going to seek to join today, and which is the CORD leadership through ODM, I assure you, we are going to bring back that animal. We are coming home. We are not coming home to the Luo people. We are coming home, a home to the Kalenjins, a home to the Kambas, a home to the Kikuyus, a home to the Luos, a home for the 42 tribes of this republic. We must say no, no, no to ethnicity, no to corruption, no to destruction of our great country. And forward I lead you into the new arrangement, dear Kenyans. Thank you. I'll take 1 or 2 questions, then we go. Yes.
Now, when you are joining the TNA,
yes,
and while you are propagating the agenda of TNA,
yes,
you are quite categorical that your ideology and that of the president were matching, and that is why you joined the party.
Yes.
And that your ideology with the opposition or the CORD leaders
yes,
was not matching.
yes.
I don't know how you are going to make it. Are you going to adjust your ideologies to fit the opposition and the ODM that you are about to join? So you are going to convince them to adjust them to fit yours?
First and foremost, ideologies are not about individuals. Ideologies are about the outfits that they enter into arrangements with. And our ideologies were enshrined in the National Alliance, TNA. And if you look at those ideologies, we carried them forward very seriously, categorically into the Jubilee arrangement. Unfortunately, even from the way we intended things to be conducted, they have thrust aside that instrument that we created, that has our ideologies, that has our constitution, that has our rules. They have thrown the baby with the bathwater. All the people who worked for that system, from Central Province, Murang'a, Kiambu, Kirinyaga, Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, the people who built on that ideology have been set aside. Newcomers have been brought in. So what we are saying, we were liberal Democrats under that dispensation, and I believe under the Jubilee dispensation as we created it. Having walked out of that, we are looking to the next home that could accommodate our ideology. The liberal Democrats that we espoused did have strong social interventions, as you could see the president at some point saying, let there be interest rate caps. I'm just giving you an example, which we shared, that the poor must be taken care of, that business must be done across board. Now that we are living where we wholeheartedly embraced its ideology, we have sought and looked at the ideologies and the manifestos of the other parties. And what comes close to us is the Social Democrats, which is the ODM. They have a near wholesome emphasis on social democracy, but we had an emphasis on liberal democracy, but espousing strong social interventions. It is a question of tweaking ourselves to understand more about social democracy as opposed to liberal democracy, but they all belong to that aspect of modern neoliberalism as espoused by the Western scholars and Western ideologies. So there is no problem.
Mr. Chairman, you are on record on several occasions calling on